No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure my office has. Look, we work very closely with the Australian Retailers Association over a long period of time, and I thank them for the partnership. Again, I can't be clearer. No one should be treated like that at work. They're just doing their job. They're doing their very best, and we should support them. Yes, I do. I think there's been a deep engagement with the retail sector in its many. It's a very complex and diverse sector, but I think there's been very deep engagement over a very long period.
We're at 94% single dose.
Yep.
At what point do you expect to have things like the entry of vaccines?
I'd hope to have more to say about that as we continue to roll out boosters, as we get greater clarity on a paediatric program. It's just too early for us to say, but when we can, we of course will.
Some public health experts want that to end at the end of summer. Is that something you're expecting?
Yeah, look, certainly it's not going to be there forever, and we've been very clear about that, that it's not something that's going to be there enduring. But we do have boosters to get through. We've got paediatric vaccines to get through. I don't have health advice to get rid of it, so on that basis it stays. And when we can update you, and hopefully that's soon, we will absolutely do that. Well, National Cabinet had a discussion about this, and there were some changes to an original proposition that had us remaining fully vaxxed even if you weren't boosted, from offering boosters to strongly encouraging boosters. So it's important that we are strongly encouraging people to get a booster shot.
Do you think that having a booster shot will have more effect us travelling overseas?
I'm not certain. That'll be a matter for the federal government and indeed for other governments.
Some of the crossbenchers also just want a timeline for those requirements to end. It's not that they need to be.
Yeah, sure. And at some point we'll be able to provide that timeline, but it's got to be based on health advice, and I don't have that advice at the moment.
How are negotiations going with crossbench?
They're not being conducted through the media, and they won't be. But we continue to talk in good faith. We continue to engage with people and do our level best to get a bill in place, get a law in place that keeps Victorians safe. There's no plan, I think, for me to meet with them, but there's discussions that are continuing, and we enter into those discussions on every bill, on every measure. We don't have a majority in the upper house, and that's the upper house the Victorian community gave us, and we just do our best to get things done.
At what point do you expect an agreement?
We'll have to wait and see.
Has the government been closing down testing sites?
No, I think I've seen some reports about delays. I can only speak from the briefings that I've got. We've got testing sites right across the state. Jerome might be able to come back to you with some greater detail, but not only have we got testing sites across the state, from my own point of view, Grace had to go and get a test recently. We went to the one that's the big site, closest to home, down close to Monash Uni there, and it was a 10-15 minute experience. So our staff are doing a great job, and we're looking to get as many tests done as possible, because those results are very, very important. They help to keep us open, and they help to keep as few people in hospital as possible.
When do you think testing may no longer be relevant?
Well, we've made some changes around testing and around ISO protocols and all of those matters, just as we've updated them in recent times. I wouldn't rule out further updates, further changes. It'll just be a matter of, that's got to be based on health advice, and it will be, and we'll have more to say about that at the appropriate time. Yes. I need to get some health advice on that before I was urging anyone to do anything. I'd want the Chief Health Officer and the public health team to have a view on that.
You mentioned you don't have health advice to lead vaccine certificates.
Correct.
Is that also true for 12 to 15-year-olds? Do you have any advice on keeping?
No. And when and if we have health advice, we'll be sure to speak to you about it and make announcements. It won't just be me or the Health Minister, it'll be the Chief Health Officer as well. Very good. Excellent. Thank you all.